Hello everyone and welcome back, and as you can tell the tank is still thriving very well. I think it's looking pretty good. It's not perfect, but hey, it's my first attempt at a really big aquascape, so I feel like so far it's been going well. This is a few days before I did maintenance, because like I've said before as well, like I'm not just trying to show every picture perfect picture. Because yeah, like there's always things behind the aquascaping hobby that people just don't show. And as you can tell over here, there's quite some green thread algae in there, and yeah, it's the only issue I really have at the moment, or the only thing that keeps me on top of it when it comes to maintenance. I haven't cleaned the glass. The snails and the Otocinclus still are really good at doing that. The only thing I do is replace 10 liters of water, and when I do, I just pull out a bunch of this green thread algae with my hands, because otherwise it just takes over the tank, it seems. And I gotta adjust something. I don't want to. I'm sure if I'm gonna start doing like 50% water change, it's gonna help a lot against it, but I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to do massive water changes, so I'm gonna find some other options to get rid of it. But so far it's not super bothering me. Like at least this green thread algae are not like black or any unnatural colors. And what you see here right now is the most extreme it goes. Like it doesn't get any worse than this. So this is after the maintenance, and the footage you saw earlier was from the weekend in between the 6th and 7th week, and this is the 7th week, about halfway in, and like I said, after the maintenance, and looking a little bit better. Clearly, I got rid of the thread algae, and that's what I do at the moment about once a week. Spend like half an hour on the maintenance, so not too bad, but I prefer the thread algae to be a bit less, because it's just really suffocating the moss and some of the plants. But I think one of the reasons why it got so bad is initially I got some Pinocchio shrimp or red-nosed shrimp, and they tend to eat thread algae, but unfortunately I only saw them the first few weeks, but after that I haven't seen any sign of them yet, so I fear the worst for them. But yeah, I got an alternative for them. If you stick till the end, you'll see we got some replacement algae eater, thread algae eater team, so hopefully they're gonna do a little bit of a better job. And you can see there's a little bit of green dust algae on the sand pad, and I purposely left that because I like the looks of it. It adds a little bit of aging to the tank. But I also left it purposely for the Otocinclus, because I've just noticed the whole tank, like there's never any green dust algae anywhere, or green spot algae, and it's probably because I've put like 25 nerite snails in there, and they're really good at eating it from hard surfaces, so glass, rocks, and etc. But they seem to leave the sand pad alone, and they seem to eat quicker than the Otocinclus does. So I see the Otocinclus hang on the sand pad a lot where the green dust algae is, and I see the shrimps and such eat from it as well here and there. So I never ever remove that. I always leave that for them. So this is week 8, and same goes for week 8. It went for week 7. Same maintenance. Pulled out some green thread algae and did a 10% water change, or 5% water change, 10 liters. And yeah, took out some of the floaty plants. That's one thing I do as well. Like I take out some of the floating plants every week or so, and either dry them and make shrimp fruit out of it, or use them for compost. You can see there's a little bit of blackberry algae hanging from the plants. This is like the only week or two that I had issues with that, and it was mainly on the plants, and I saw a little bit here and there on the rock, so I just pulled it off, and gratefully I haven't seen it after that, so that's another worry gone. So unfortunately around the 8th week I had to encounter my first fish sickness. I think at this point 1 or 2 of the pearl Danios either had parasite or something with their gills. The side of the body around the gill area like got really inflated, and the first one when I noticed it was too far gone already, and I saw a second one having the same issues as well. So I took it separate and tried to treat it, but unfortunately it didn't matter. Like, it passed away a day after, and still no other casualties. Fortunately, all the other fish are doing really well. It's only the pearl Danios that I don't know if it's you can see right now, sometimes they chase each other, and I don't know if they maybe just scrape themselves on the rocks or other issues, but yeah, I hope the rest of them are gonna do well. I did look up a place that could take them in case it really doesn't go well, but I do want to keep them because I do think they look nice in the tank, so hopefully it's gonna go well in the future. I did test the water straight away, making sure all the values were okay. So I tested for ammonia and nitrite and nitrate, but everything seemed to be okay, so it's just something else going on. Alright, week 9, and starting to look better and better. You can really see the growth of the moss and the plants and everything developing. I added some sand to the sand pad, especially the one on the left hand side, because it's so sloped, like the gravel started rolling and the sand started disappearing, and very often I see the larger fish like the pearl Danios and some of the other big ones, they just take a scoop of the sand and they just swim off and they spit it out somewhere else. So had to add a little bit to it, so it's looking nice again. It looks very fresh, like you can tell on the left hand side how bright it is compared to on the right hand side, but kind of like it. Like I like contrast, so I like the color difference, so I think it's nice. Also took about 15 to 20 minutes to realign some of the rocks next to the sand pad, and I would say probably spent the most time on one thing since I made the tank again. So yeah, like I said, still happy because I don't want to spend too much time into the maintenance, and as long as I can stay underneath an hour, then I'm fine with it. You can see though, I'm still not putting in hours and hours and hours of maintenance work. I still have a lot of issues with the green thread algae, and at this point I'm just gonna do small readjustments and give it a few weeks and see if it made any change, and from there on I'm gonna make another small adjustment to the point hopefully where it's not gonna be an issue anymore. And even though it doesn't look the best, I suppose, on the other side it does provide a really good shelter for all the Neocaridina baby shrimp, because it's really hard to tell, but at this point of time there's like a few hundred, like it's crazy how many there are in there at the moment. Like you will see in the upcoming weeks, I'm pretty sure how red the tank is going to be underground, because there's going to be a lot of shrimp at some point, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's one of the plus sides, I guess, about the green thread algae, because it's so small and it's quite clumped, and it grows in between the moss as well. So the moss is quite fine already, but the algae just helps, like just giving them so much more cover and places to hide. Because in the end of the day, I did put Neocaridina shrimp with fish that are about the size of well, the biggest fish you see in here. So the pearl Danios, the Bloodfin tetras and the rummynose tetras, they all roughly max out at 6. 7 is really stretching it, but 6.5 centimeters and 6 centimeters. So they're not the smallest fish you can keep with your Neocaridina shrimp. And I had some people telling me they were like really worried about them getting eaten, but gladfully it's all going well, and I think it helps having lots and lots of plants and hiding places, because definitely if they couldn't go anywhere, then they wouldn't gotten eaten like straight away. But sometimes I see a fish go after a shrimp here and there, but the shrimp just shoots away and it just hides in between the plants straight away, so there's not really a chase, like they're just gone and that's it. I've seen a baby shrimp getting eaten here and there, but the majority is staying in cover, and shrimp are smarter than you think. If they know they're going to be eaten by a fish, they're not going to expose themselves too much to them. But unfortunately only the bigger ones can swim free, but the smaller ones have to stay in cover. And like I said, they do eat one here and there, but it's the circle of life after all, and saves me buying some live food, I suppose. And at the end of the day, the shrimp do still outbreed them, so Okay, week 10, and we're getting closer towards the end. This is the last update, and you can really see how much everything has grown in the last few weeks. Like, only 10 weeks, and you can barely see any gravel anymore. Like, everything is getting covered, even till the point where some of the rocks are starting to disappear. So I'm sure in the upcoming weeks I'll do something about that, because I don't want them. They are the main feature of the Aquascape, in my opinion. I really do like seeing the rocks and the structure of the rocks, and like I just really love it. So I am gonna maintain a little here and there and make sure they're not gonna get completely covered. And also, like I said before, I'm gonna really focus on trying to get rid of this excessive amount of green thread algae, because like it's just getting too much and the plant's getting covered and it just doesn't look nice. So hopefully I get that under control at some point in the future. I know another thing I could do is dialing the CO2 up, because that will help against the green thread algae, but it would also promote even more plant growth, and I feel like the plants are doing pretty well already, and I don't want to be like trimming everything like every 3 to 4 weeks, because I just don't like the look of it when it's trimmed, and it grows back quickly, but I just prefer having it grow slower, and also saves me buying CO2 like every 3 months. Like I got a 2 kilogram CO2 bottle hooked up, and I wanted it at least to last in between 6 months and 9 months, and if that means injecting a little bit less, then I just inject just enough to keep everything going. So yeah. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, I did get a replacement for the Pinocchio shrimp that are hopefully gonna help out with the green thread algae, which we come to very soon. But yeah, in the meantime, if you enjoyed this, make sure to smash that like button, because that probably gets this video out to a bit more people, because so far these aquarium videos of mine haven't been very popular yet, so that would really help out. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, because more updates videos are coming. I'm gonna do another update video in about 2 weeks, so at the 3-month time mark, probably gonna have a week of a pause in between, and probably gonna make update videos like once a month after that, because I just really wanted to share the first few weeks, as that's the time where everything is stabilizing and most of the things are changing. But after this, like every week or so, there's not gonna be much change anymore. So like I said, gonna be a 3-month video after that, and then I'll see what I'll do, but probably a video every month or so. As you can tell, the last video of week 10 is a bit lighter than the rest of them, because after my maintenance session I let the lift off, which normally reflects a bit of light, because I got a glass lid sitting on it against evaporation and also against jumping, just in case. And then yeah, the reason why it's off is I had some Amano shrimp coming, and here they are. And I got 4 of them, because like I mentioned, the red nose or Pinocchio shrimp, or however you want to call them, didn't do that well, so I didn't want to get too many. And here I'm letting them free in the aquarium after acclimating for about an hour or so, and hopefully they're gonna be doing a bit better than the Pinocchio shrimp did, and hopefully they're gonna be thriving. And like I said, I got a small amount, and if they do well, probably get another 8 or so, but I'll see how these first 4 are gonna do the first few weeks. And I was trying to record the Amano shrimp, but the fish really stole the show, didn't they? But one thing I'm clearly hoping for is that the Amano shrimp are gonna really help out with the green thread algae, as they're very known in the hobby for eating all kinds of algae, including green thread algae. And I know I said before, there's more things in the hobby world that eat algae, and I guess I gotta take back my words, because I was just really hoping the other shrimp would do well, but unfortunately they didn't. So gonna see how well these are gonna be doing. And yeah, the rest of the videos, the Amano shrimp's first few minutes of being in the tank, but like I said, the fish do really steal the show. I hope you enjoy, and gonna play some of my music to go with it, and hope to see you next time. And like I always say, appreciate nature. Bye bye.